First of all, I think that you have to learn a lesson from Italian situation of some years ago. Fight Trump, do not make the same mistakes of the Italian left.
Thank you so much, Marco, for speaking with us today. I understand you're the spokesperson for Controcorrente, Italian section of the Committee for Workers International.
Thank you.
There's been a lot of comparison in the U.S. media of Berlusconi, your former prime minister, and Donald Trump. Can you tell us what you think some of the similarities are?
Of course, it's difficult. It's hard to make comparison between two different countries, but I think there are similarities. Both are billionaires. Both are entrepreneurs coming from the construction sector. Both hate the so-called politically correct. Both are misogynists, so there are similarities.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of authoritarian tendencies attributed to Trump. People said the same thing about Berlusconi, yes?
Yes, the Italian people think the same of Berlusconi, yeah.
Well, what do you think were the mistakes of the Italian left and how they organized the struggle against Berlusconi?
Oh, the major mistake was lesser evilism. The Italian Democratic Party, which is quite similar to your Democratic Party, they presented themselves as a party oriented to working class, but at the same time they are very close and linked to the establishment. They explained for 20 years that they had to implement right-wing policies in order to prevent Berlusconi coming back to power. And the result was that they strengthened Berlusconi and they prepared the ground to Renzi, which is our prime minister now, and who of the past 3 years was capable to do what Berlusconi couldn't do for 20 years. For instance, to liberalize the layoffs.
To organize massive job cuts in the public sector.
Austerity measure, cuts, redundancies, privatization, and so on. The neoliberal agenda.
So what's your advice to the U.S. left? Is it going to be massive protests on the day Trump is inaugurated, January 20th and 21st? What would you say to the activists that are going to be showing up? What strategy should we learn from the mistakes of the Italian left?
Well, I think that the 20th and the 21st of January will be very important dates, but at the same time it will be just the beginning of a long-term struggle. We will try to follow you, we will try to support you, we will try to organize the solidarity action, but at the same time, remember, we've had Berlusconi for 20 years and we had now Renzi because we weren't capable to build an independent party of the working class, of the youth who want to fight back for a better future. So my advice is don't make our same mistake. Solidarity.
Thank you.